imagine stepping into a factory where the smell of fresh cheese fills the air. The sound of machines hums in the background, and you can see the transformation of milk into something we all love: cheese. Ever wondered how this process happens behind the scenes? Stick with us as we break down the step-by-step journey of how cheese is made, from milk to the final product, in a way that will change the way you look at your favorite cheese. Cheese is a global delicacy, beloved in many forms, whether you're eating a fresh mozzarella, a creamy brie, or a sharp cheddar. But have you ever stopped to think about how these cheeses are made? From the moment the milk arrives at the factory to the time the cheese reaches your table, every step is crucial in creating the perfect product. Today, we're going to take you through the fascinating and detailed process of making cheese in a factory. It's a blend of traditional methods and modern technology, with every stage contributing to the unique flavors and textures we love. Let's dive into the process, where craftsmanship and science meet. The journey begins with the milk, the heart of cheese making. The quality of the milk determines the quality of the cheese, so it's essential to start with fresh, high-quality milk. The milk is delivered to the factory, where it's tested for its quality. Any milk that's less than perfect is rejected. This is where the process starts to get interesting. Once the milk is approved, it's filtered to remove any impurities. The milk then undergoes pasteurization, which is a heating process that kills harmful bacteria and ensures the milk is safe for consumption. This step is crucial to creating a clean slate for the cheese-making process to begin. After the milk has been pasteurized, it's time to add the starter cultures. These cultures are a mix of beneficial bacteria that will help the milk ferment. The bacteria break down lactose, the sugar in milk, and turn it into lactic acid. This helps in coagulation, where the liquid milk begins to form curds. The next ingredient added is rennet, an enzyme that helps separate the curds from the whey. At this point, the milk transforms from a liquid to a solid mass, and the cheese-making process really starts to take shape. Once the curds have formed, they need to be cut into smaller pieces. The cutting process is crucial as it helps the curds release more whey, the liquid part of the milk. The size of the curds depends on the type of cheese being made. For harder cheeses like cheddar, the curds are cut into small cubes, while for softer cheeses, the curds are kept larger. Cutting the curds allows for better texture in the final cheese. The more the curds are cut, the firmer the cheese will be. After the curds have been cut, they are cooked and stirred. Cooking the curds allows the moisture content to decrease and the curds to firm up. The curds are gently stirred to prevent them from clumping together, which ensures they remain separate and maintain their desired texture. During this step, the temperature of the curds is carefully controlled to ensure that they don't cook too quickly, which could affect the texture of the cheese. This process can take several hours, depending on the type of cheese being made. Once the curds have reached the desired consistency, it's time to press them. Pressing helps remove the remaining whey and compact the curds together. The cheese is placed in a mold and pressed with a heavy weight to help it take shape. The amount of pressure applied varies depending on the cheese type. Soft cheeses are pressed lightly, while harder cheeses are pressed much more firmly. This step ensures the cheese holds together and forms a solid block. After pressing, the cheese is removed from the mold and salted. Salt is an essential part of the cheese-making process, not only for flavor but also for preserving the cheese. Salt helps draw out moisture from the cheese and acts as a preservative, allowing the cheese to last longer. It also enhances the flavor of the cheese and helps control the growth of unwanted bacteria. After the cheese has been salted, it's time for one of the most important steps in the cheese-making process: aging. Aging, or affinage, is what transforms the cheese from its fresh, basic state into the rich, flavorful product we recognize and love. The aging process allows the cheese to develop its full range of textures, flavors, and aromas. It's during this period that the magic of cheese making really happens. Aging is done in controlled environments, often called cheese caves or aging rooms. These rooms have precise temperature and humidity conditions to ensure the cheese ages properly. Once the cheese has reached the desired level of maturity, it's time for packaging. Packaging is an essential step that helps preserve the cheese's quality and ensures it remains fresh for consumers. The cheese is carefully wrapped in materials such as wax paper, plastic, or vacuum-sealed packaging to protect it from contamination and drying out. This process also helps maintain the cheese's texture, flavor, and aroma during transportation and storage. Some cheeses may also be coated with a protective layer like wax to further preserve their quality. Once the cheese is packaged, it's stored in a cool, controlled environment to keep it fresh. Different types of cheese require different storage conditions, but most cheese should be kept at a cool temperature, typically between 40 DHE and 60 DHC. Creating a distorted area should also have proper humidity levels to prevent the cheese from drying out. Proper storage is crucial to maintain the quality and flavor of the cheese until it reaches the consumer. Some cheeses are kept in cheese caves or aging rooms where the conditions mimic the ones used during the aging process. From selecting the best milk to the careful aging process, making cheese is a detailed and skilled art. Each step, from pasteurization to aging, ensures the cheese reaches its full potential, developing unique textures and flavors that make every cheese special. The craftsmanship behind each batch of cheese is what makes it a true work of art, one that continues to delight us for centuries. The next time you taste cheese, remember the care and precision involved in every step of the process. If you enjoy discovering the steps behind cheese making, make sure to subscribe for more behind-the-scenes looks at how your favorite foods are made.